Just a few hours to the start of that competition in the Bahamas. Well, Joy Sports Fentil, Tahir Fentil, is in the Bahamas, and well, he's been telling us about the team Ghana's chances based on the athletes that we have paraded in the Bahamas to qualify for the Olympics.
Look at Isaac Bosio. He's running 9.90, even if he's wind assisted. And I think from all indications, he looks like the guy that could start. And he's been running really well. Rather unfortunate that he didn't make it at the African Games. And he was one of those athletes that didn't make the Games, not necessarily because of any travel complications. He just didn't make it because he wasn't selected. It was after that that he went on and ran that really rapid 9.90, even if that was wind assisted. So he's in the team, and that's a quick start that they have in the for the starting leg. Then you have the second leg, which will be run by Benjamin Azamati. He didn't run as part of the team last weekend in the pen relays because he was running a race of his own. But still, he's not even been able to run. He's done 10.03 this season, but also wind assisted. And that's the fastest he's gone this season. He's had his issues, injury concerns here and there, so he's not running as fast as he usually does. But again, he's very experienced at running that back straight, so he's expected to be in there. I think the biggest and the newest inclusion in the team, the biggest excitement is Ibrahim Husseini. He finished fourth over 200 meters at the African Games, a really young athlete, 21 years of age. He's running very well, and 200 meter specialist, so he would be very good for that bend. And we saw him at the pen relays running that bend really superlatively. And then Joseph Polamo, however slow he is, we know that he's African champion over 200 meters, and he's shown that in running that anchor leg, there are very few athletes in the world that do it better than him. So I think by and large, it's a very exciting team, great prospect, and the most essential thing for them is how much practice they've had together and how fast they can get that baton across. I am very confident personally that if they don't have issues with their baton change, certainly in these two races, there is potential that Ghana could finish in the top two and book a place at the Olympic Games. If they don't, it would be a monumental failure. Now, why the women are not here? Well, the teams are not handpicked, because remember that in the whole world, we have over 206 national teams who would be interested in competing at the Olympic Games and qualifying athletes in these relays, but only 32 of them are in the Bahamas. How did they arrive at that? It's cumulative performances. And if you look at our relay team, the women especially, they have not competed anywhere on a global stage since 2019. We are talking the World Championships in 2019. So they've not been in great form. Their time has not been good enough. So they simply haven't qualified. They haven't put together enough consistent performances to cumulatively qualify them to the World Relays. Because the World Relays isn't just about entering any team whatsoever, but it's also down to performances over the last few years. And if you accumulate the performances by our women's 4x100 meter relay team, they simply have not done good enough to merit a place at the World Relays, and that's why they are not there. So big ask, big chances, big opportunities, two big ones on Saturday and on Sunday. And I am confident personally that this team can book a ticket. The most important thing that they have to do is get that baton across as quickly as possible.
Interesting.
Now, how fast they have run this season does not matter, Musbao. It doesn't matter where they rank right now. It does not matter. What matters is in Bahamas, in Nassau, on Saturday, on Sunday. That is all that matters. Get that baton across as quickly as possible. Make sure you finish in the first two on day one. If you don't, make sure you finish in the first two on day two.
Oh, that's Fentil Tahir there. Well, you can follow us on all our platforms because we'll be bringing you more update. Well, we're just going to have some interesting conversation because we have in the studio one lady who has, quite a lot of experience about the Olympics because he was there in the just ended Olympics some years ago. And we're talking about the Olympic British Kenyan swimmer sensation Alice Nana Deering, known for her excellence in open water event. Has expanded her global footprint with the launch of the Swim with Your Meaning Academy in Accra, Ghana. Of course, that will be coming up tomorrow. And guess what? In June 2021, she made history by qualifying as the first female swimmer to represent Great Britain in the 2020 Olympics, showcasing her exceptional talent and dedication on the world stage. Beyond her achievements in the pool, Darren has been a trailblazer in advocating for inclusivity within the sport. In fact, in 2023, she was recognized on the BBC Power list of exceptional individuals. And in 2020, she also co-founded the Black Swimming Association, a groundbreaking initiative aimed at addressing the lack of representation of black individuals in swimming. So her academy, which will be launched tomorrow, Saturday, in conjunction with the Achimoto School, will offer comprehensive training programs designed to develop technical skills, endurance, and mental resilience. And we have her in the studio, and she's going to tell us more about the academy and also get to know a bit more about her feat, which she achieved to become the first black swimmer to be part of the British Olympic team. Anna, good to have you. Welcome to Accra.
Thank you for having me.
We're just talking about your experience in Accra. That's far. How many hours now?
Oh, just over 48 maybe.
Wow, and it's your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Amazing.
Yeah, my mum was born here, raised here, moved over to the UK. But yeah, it's my first time visiting and I'm absolutely loving it.
Good to have you. It's been a while, but good to have you finally. Good to have you
finally here.
Yeah, good to have you finally. But I mean, you're just talking about, just reading your profile there, the first black, woman to represent Great Britain in the Olympics in the swimming competition. That must be something exceptional, something that will never leave your memory, will it?
Oh, definitely not. I've been so proud to compete for Britain at any opportunity I get, and being able to take that to an Olympic Games to help help make history, help break barriers, and hopefully showcase to people that black people can swim, that it is a sport that we can do, and the potential of black people in sport is boundless.
Amazing, amazing. And did you just talk about that experience at the Olympics? How did it go for you in the 2020 Olympics? I'm trying to relive those moments. How did it go?
Yeah,
what was the best memory, largely?
Honestly, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. One of my favourite memories was in the Olympic Village, walking down kind of the main street, and I think it might have been Team Kenya or Team Zimbabwe, and there was a group of women and they were banging some drums and dancing along, and it was just such a nice vibe. The energy was amazing, and it's one of the few places in the world where you're going to have this meeting of so many cultures, so many backgrounds, so many identities, and it was truly beautiful. My own personal performance in my sport, I wasn't very happy with it. I was disappointed. But the experience of getting to go to the Olympics, like you said, it's something that's going to stay with me for my whole life.
I think just about a minute ago, we had the African Games in Accra, Ghana. I'm sure you followed it. You followed it?
I didn't, to be honest. I know about Ibeku Jackson.
Yeah.
I heard that he did really
he won
well.
Silver.
He won silver. And then, fingers crossed he gets to the Olympics. I think he's already two-time Olympian, so hopefully it'll be three-time for him. And
hopefully he
incredible.
can qualify and make it there.
Yeah, incredible talent.
Amazing stuff. But let's talk about the Olympics itself. Ghana is yet to have any athletes qualify for it. We're still fighting our way to be there. But how much of a great achievement is it for any athlete at all to be at the Olympics?
To be at the pinnacle of your sport, for the majority of sports, it really is that highlight. It's that shining beacon and you only get that opportunity once every 4 years. It's rare and it's exciting, and sometimes the 4 years works with you, sometimes 4 years works against you, and having to wait for another opportunity to get there. So for any athlete that gets that chance to qualify, to race, to compete at the Olympics for their country, it's truly special.
Wow, amazing stuff, amazing stuff. We'll wait to see how many Ghanaians can make it there and hopefully win some medals for us. But let's talk about your project, though. You're looking to try and get a lot more young black women and even black kids just to develop deeper interest in swimming.
Definitely.
I mean, what's the motivation for this, basically?
The motivation for this is, for me personally, swimming has given me so much in my life. It has made me the person who I am. It's taken me around the world. I've met the most amazing people because of it. And I see a lot of people, I hear a lot of stories of people not knowing how to swim or having traumatic experiences. And I want to change people's perception on swimming. I want people to know that you can swim, you can learn to swim to start with, and that it is a fun activity. It shouldn't be something that you're terrified of. I understand respecting water and you know, not just jumping into water and potentially drowning. That's obviously not what I'm trying to put out, but embracing the challenge of learning to swim. It really is something special. It's something that I found so much joy in, and I've kind of made it my personal mission that I want people to experience that joy where possible. And or if you don't like swimming, that's absolutely fine at the same time, but you should still learn how to swim because it is a basic life skill. So.
I mean, the choice of Ghana is quite easy to understand because you have roots in Ghana, though, you know. But
yeah.
I'm sure you've interacted with some of the kids in Accra, especially in Achimota school. I mean, what has the feedback been for you? And does it give you any indication of the kind of interest you're likely to get with many people joining the academy?
I think so, yeah. I mean, partnering with Achimota School, the students were really excited, really engaged. We had so many applications back of wanting to be part of the program. At the moment, we can only do about 15 students and 5 staff.
15 students?
Yeah, 15 students, 5 staff. And I want this to grow. I want this to be something much bigger. The reason we started so small is to make sure it's going to be sustainable. I didn't want to come over and promise like, I could do like 100, 200 people all at once. We need the funding for that. We need the backing for that. So we're starting off small, getting people interested, getting the conversation going, having opportunities like this to talk about it, which I'm really grateful for, and want to spark excitement in people. You know, the students are really excited, the staff are really excited, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I think it's going to be a really special program.
And let's just try and understand the nature of this academy, though. Is it going to be like a year-long thing? Or is it going to be, you know, a monthly thing? Just help us understand how it's going to operate, basically.
Okay, yeah, so we've partnered with 2 amazing swim teachers in Accra who are going to be delivering 10 sessions over 10 weeks to the trainees, to the students and to the staff. Okay. And I'm really hopeful, but by the end of the 10 weeks that they all know how to swim or have furthered their swimming capabilities. And from that point, we're going to go back, reassess how things went, what issues there might have been, and then probably hopefully have another conversation with the school and see where we can take this further. But it is very much in its infancy at the moment. This is something that I'm going to grow into something bigger. It's looking to be a global movement. It's not just looking to be in one city. We're starting in Accra, but we have ambitions to be in London this summer, looking at somewhere in Asia, but maybe later in the year, Caribbean, North America. So we're really trying to take swimming around the world. It already is around the world, but giving it to people in a different way, which they might not have explored with swimming before.
Amazing. So you're going to start from Accra, and it's basically going to be around the world.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a 10-week-long training kind of initiative.
So this is where it kind of differs. So in London, it's going to take a different shape, where it'll be 3 hours over 3 days. And it'll be kind of more of a holistic approach because just the nature of London, I feel like it won't need what we're thinking for Accra, but then equally for London might not work in the Caribbean or in Southeast Asia. So
it's going to be country specific sort of.
Exactly, yeah. Whatever we feel the community needs and whatever the community is saying back to us, that's what we want to reflect. I don't want to just copy and paste across because what works in London won't work here, what works here won't work in London. So we want to make sure it's specific for the community and drives forwards their needs first.
Well, so tomorrow is the launch. So basically what's going to happen tomorrow?
Tomorrow, so I've got a few interviews in the morning. We'll be talking to the kids before they get in, and we start the first session tomorrow. Basically, it's
you're going to hold the first session training. Training.
Yeah,
amazing.
The first session starts tomorrow. I think it's an hour and a half a session or so, and there's going to be 4 groups, but 2 blocks at once, basically. And we'll be there with the swimming teachers. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend all 10 sessions. Just money-wise, can't afford to stay in Accra for that long. But we'll be heading back to the UK on Wednesday, and then the programme will continue with Achimota School and the swimming teachers. Yeah.
Amazing. I think this is a really great programme that you're just rolling out, and of course the entire sports team is going to be supporting you on that. So thank you for bringing it to Accra and starting from Accra, and definitely hope it's going to grow, and hopefully people like us can get to join the academy and get to pick some vital lessons in swimming.
That's the aim.
You know.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. So that's Alice Nana Deering, and just hearing from her with her academy that she is launching tomorrow, the Achimota School. So if you're in and around Achimota, you can make some time and be there. All right. Well, just away from swimming, though, there's going to be some interesting fixtures across Europe, and let me just bring you that briefly. The title race in the Ghana Premier League is still on, and you could just see that Brecum Chelsea will be hosting Heart of Folk, and you just have Kareli United also playing Nations FC. And Kotoko will be in action against Lagos City's Great Olympics, and Mediama will be there. Then RTU and Summertex, who are top of the table. Summertex, Gold Stars and Bechim United, and Heart of Lions and Sonchaman. But for Katano and Dreams FC, the Crown Lions, and of course, the Diana Stars will be in action. That will be happening on the weekend. The action also in the English Premier League is on because the title race is still undecided. It's Manchester City and Arsenal who are still waiting to see who will clinch it. Arsenal will be facing Bournemouth, and then you could see Manchester City playing Wolves there. Those are the crucial fixtures. There's still the top 4 race, which is still on, and Chelsea, after win against Spurs, will still have another London derby to play against West Ham United. Liverpool will play Tottenham Hotspur, so really exciting fixtures to look forward to. But Mikel Arteta has been speaking about action also continues in the Hockey League. Let's just bring you a little wrap of the action that will be happening there. And so you can see University of Ghana will play Akmen, NDK Financiers who play Golden Stakes, Citizens who play International, and Safolda. Hockey is the reason against Young Financiers, Police Ladies and Legon Knights Ladies, GRA Ladies and Army Ladies, Ex-Checkers and Army Men, then Legon Knights Men and Reformers Men. And the action, of course, will continue at the Theodosius Oko hockey page. And guess what? Next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, Joy Sports team will be out at the Kiters Lounge and the Heritage Bar for the Champions League game.